Okay, stop! Here are the 10 reasons why you would not want to move to Littleton, Colorado, or the Denver suburbs. Let's talk about it. Welcome back to our channel. We're going to talk today about reasons why you would not want to move to Littleton, Colorado, or the Denver suburbs. We're going to start with number 10 and work our way down the line. Number 10 is it's a semi-arid climate.
It is. We're fairly dry here. You are going to want to make sure that you are stocked up on lotion. Carry a water bottle with you because you will start feeling the effects of being dehydrated. Especially if you're newer to Colorado, it takes a minute to get adjusted. Yeah.
Even for us guys, we'll be out on the golf course and you're going to dry out.
Yeah.
You're going to be parched. So condition your hair. Chapstick.
Yes.
And so that's number 10.
Yes.
Number 9 is fire season. If you're from out of state, you undoubtedly have seen that Colorado's on fire. It's not always on fire.
Yeah.
We get a good fire about every 2 to 3 years.
Yeah.
In the mountains. Yep.
It can be a little more frequent just depending on the amount of snow that we receive in the winter time, but for the most part, we're not always on fire.
No, but when we do have the big forest fires, it does create the smoke
and smog.
And, and in the Denver area, there's already a pollution issue.
Yeah.
If we have some dry, stagnant air, the pollution kind of builds up. Denver sits kind of in a little valley. And so with that smoke, that's a big one for a lot of people, especially if you have asthma.
Oh yeah, asthma, and be prepared for allergies because it seems like whenever all of those particles are in the air, it always stirs up something. So be ready with your allergy pills if those things affect you. Yep.
And that brings us to number 8.
Yes, we are a very active area.
This is an active place.
Yeah.
When you move into a new neighborhood, most people are really friendly here.
Yeah.
They'll probably knock on your door and be like, hey, you want to go on a picnic with us? You want to come over to the backyard, have a beer, and throw some cornhole? Or if you move into my neighborhood, please knock on my door and we'll go golfing.
Yeah.
I'll knock on yours if you don't knock on mine. Promise.
I don't know if you really want him showing up on your phone.
So if you're a good golfer, invite me. It'll make you feel good about yourself. That's for sure. So number 7, there is no ocean here.
No ocean.
So
we are a landlocked state.
Yeah.
We do have lakes every now and again, but they're not huge typically. And some of them you can ride your boat on or drive your boat on, but other than that, we're a pretty dry state.
Yep, there's streams, there's rivers, a lot of fly fishing. And there are reservoirs all over. Obviously, you gotta give people water. And you can get your boat out there. But the water's cold.
It is.
A lot of people do get into it. We do a lot of whitewater rafting. We do things. But if you're going to go and be like, hey, I want to go sit by the beach and warm up, that water's cold. Be prepared. So swimming, it's flipping cold.
Yeah, even in July.
And that brings us to number 6, winter driving.
Yes. Winter driving can be very intimidating, and you have to be prepared for it.
If you have bad tires on your car and you're deciding you want to go skiing or snowboarding for the weekend, you're going up the mountain. Mind you, all of the Denver metro area is not in the mountains.
No.
We're actually in the plains. The mountains kind of sit just to the west. Everybody knows what direction they're driving because the mountains are always on the west if you're in Denver. But you go up the hill, and if you have poor tires,
you're going to get stuck.
And you slide, you're getting a ticket too.
Yeah, that's true. You're going to get stuck and you're going to get ticketed. So,
putting everybody at risk.
Yeah.
The city does not shut down when we have snow, unlike some of the places further south, like Texas. Sorry, Texas. Colorado's still better.
You just keep beating up Texas.
I love beating up Texas. I got one of my best friends lives there, but he moved away from Colorado. He'll be back.
Maybe.
He should be. So the place does not shut down, but you will need to know how to winter drive. So there are classes that you can take.
There are.
For me, I absolutely love it. There's nothing better than driving in the snow and losing control in a parking lot most of the time. Let's go do some cookies. But that brings us to number 5, the altitude and the sun.
Yes. We are closer to the sun here. We are a mile above sea level, so you need to be prepared with sunscreen. If you think you're going to be out there for extended amounts of time, hats, long sleeves even. And then altitude is an adjustment. You will be a little short of breath when you first come here. It takes a minute to kind of acclimate to being at a higher altitude.
Can't remember, is it hypoxia or I don't know what people get, but it's the altitude is a real thing.
Yeah.
If you're coming from lower altitude and you come here and even have a drink, alcohol will affect you a little bit differently.
Definitely.
Be careful of that. Do not drink and drive here. That's another big one. But or anywhere. But that is a big deal. The altitude, you really notice it when you're walking around the golf course or the mall, or if you're going to one of the many festivals right here in the Littleton area or anywhere in the Denver suburbs.
Yeah.
So beware of that altitude. Make sure you stay hydrated.
Yes, stay
and
hydrated. You're
closer to that sun, so make sure you use sunscreen.
Definitely.
And that brings us to what is the next one, number 4.
Number 4, we do have limited access to transportation or public transportation in this area.
It is lacking.
Yeah.
It is lacking. It's not horrible. If you need to get somewhere, you can.
Yeah.
But it's not like other major cities where you can just jump on the subway, go to the subway, and it'll take you anywhere.
Yeah.
That's not how it is here. Colorado is very spread out.
Yes.
So know where you want to live. Get in touch with us.
Yes.
And we can help put you where you need to be depending on your job, your lifestyle, and what types of things you enjoy, and where your kids go to school.
Or if you own a car, which you probably should.
Yeah, here most everybody owns a car.
Yeah.
Not everyone, but without a car, it can be a little bit tough for transportation.
Yes.
And that brings us to number 3. It's really the traffic.
Yeah, the traffic.
Traffic congestion is definitely an issue in the Denver area.
Right.
The further you get out, the better the traffic does tend to get, but it's not perfect.
No.
And
Colorado is growing, and they're trying to keep up with the roads and widening and adding lanes and things like that, but it's a slow process, so you have to be patient because there are streets that are a little more congested than others.
Yeah, plan where you're going.
Yeah.
There are areas that you can move to that have more access to major highways than others. So if you have a job that you need to make sure that it's easy to get to, give us a call. We can certainly help you. We're in literally hundreds of properties every single month. And so we're really good at planning our routes. If we know, hey, it's 4 o'clock, avoid 6th Avenue downtown. Or Parker at certain times of day. We know these things. If you just don't like traffic and you're going to be moving here, either don't move here, which I'm just kidding, move here, but know where you're going to be.
Yeah.
That brings us to
number 2.
Number 2. And you touched on this one a little bit earlier.
Yeah, overcrowding and urbanization.
Yeah.
It definitely, we are growing.
Yeah. The closer to Denver you get, think of it like a bunch of concentric circles. The closer to Denver you get, the more busy it's going to get. And as you move away, it gets a little bit...
It evens out a little bit.
It gets better.
Yeah.
As we're moving out, the homes tend to get a little newer and a little bit more pricey.
Yeah.
But there's still great deals to be had.
Definitely.
So the urbanization is a real thing.
It is.
That brings us to the number 1 reason why you would not want to move to Colorado is
higher cost of living.
It costs more here.
It does. We have another video about this if you want to know more about that, but it does cost more to live in the Denver metro area.
And most of those costs come from housing.
Housing is a big one. There are things that help keep price down a bit, but it all kind of evens out to be about 8% over national average. So yeah, we are more expensive.
Yep. Housing is the big one, though. In Littleton, you're looking at about $650,000 is the average median home. So there's obviously lower priced homes and higher priced homes. The Denver area is right at $555,000.
Yeah.
Again, there are lower price and higher price homes. And the national average, I think, was
$345,000.
$345,000. So
Yeah.
we are more expensive to live here. If you're a first-time home buyer, or you are a protected class, or you have a special hobby, there's probably a program that will help you buy a home here.
Yes.
There are programs for literally everybody. So I am Nate.
And I am Beth.
And be sure to subscribe. Give us a call on this phone number right below us. And don't forget to
Like, subscribe, hit the bell.
Yep. And until next time, I'm Nate.
And I'm Beth.
And together we are
NateandBeth.com.
Talk with you soon. Peace.